Well, the Volunteer Center exists to inspire a more engaged community by helping people find their purpose and act on it.
In the late 50s, I believe, the Junior League did a study and determined that it would be a good idea to have a volunteer center, and they started it, and then they placed it with the United Way. In late 1978, I was working with the Texas Nonprofit Management Assistance Agency, and the grant that had been given to run that by the Meadows Foundation was soon to expire, and we had been talking about adding a volunteer center component to that. The United Way was very receptive to the idea of placing these two agencies together and for it to become a United Way agency, and that happened in 1990, 25 years ago.
But we wanted it to be successful. We thought that there were things that needed to be done. The organization wouldn't have been created if there weren't a number of people that thought this is something that the community needed and all the various groups needed, that we're trying to do things within the community.
So it was, from the very beginning, a collaboration. And people's good ideas about, wouldn't it be interesting if we had a place that volunteers could know how to get connected to volunteering? Wouldn't it be neat if we had a place that nonprofit organizations that were needing to be stronger had a central place that they could get that kind of support? We have always, from the beginning, covered both of those functions. The way we go about providing services and providing programming has changed. The implementing of it, the innovating, all of that has changed. But it's always been under that umbrella of serving, leading, partnering, collaborating.
The Volunteer Center today is a really strong, viable nonprofit agency, and I think it is admired throughout the state of Texas.
I think there's real power in connection and influence, and someone who is a resource to the entire community.
In a broad sense, I think the Volunteer Center has done a great job really building rapport and a sense of community to Lubbock, and I would say United Way Youth Division is one of the strongest examples of that.
Having served in some way, shape, or form with the Volunteer Center for 15 years has absolutely influenced my life. It's influenced the way I operate at work. It's influenced the way I try to raise my family. It's influenced just about every piece of me.
As a person, I was developing as a human and as a mind. And then as an employee, it helped me kind of do my specific job better, but also helped, really one of the valuable things is helped me manage, both from within and as, I guess, quote unquote, a leader of an organization, and then help the organization grow. Both by having great citizens and humans and employees and employers within the organization, but then just build the systems that is within the organizations.
It's crazy to think that I'd always had a service side of me. It was always there, but it's crazy that the Volunteer Center was able to take somebody like me and just give me an opportunity to my fullest potential, use the service heart that I have to be able to serve Lubbock and serve the community that I'm in,
I think the Volunteer Center is a great platform to provide those opportunities to connect folks, whether it be a nonprofit to a for-profit or an emerging leader with someone that's looking for a board position or a family wanting to volunteer and serve.
The Volunteer Center is helping volunteers get connected with organizations. They're helping organizations build the capacity to handle volunteers and to utilize them in a more effective way. They're training leaders to go in and serve on the board of those organizations. They're training their staff to help the staff of the other organizations become more effective. So it's creating a virtuous cycle with all the organizations that are involved with it.
By being involved with the Volunteer Center as a business, you also get the opportunities to meet other people in our community in the business environment. I love the aspect to see how individuals, how different agencies, how different schools, how different businesses, all in their own unique way, put together a program or get involved with an agency, do something to make someone else's life better and more beautiful.
Since I've been part of the Volunteer Center, I've realized that I'm not sitting back waiting anymore for people to come ask. I'm out there up front searching for ways to help.
They create a better community, which makes a better place to work and to live, and makes a better place for business.
There's a lot of difference that has been made, that has gone on like a ripple on a pond and affected people and their children, and some of the people that the work that the Volunteer Center has impacted are not even, and will impact, are not even born yet.
One of the things that I love the most about the Volunteer Center is that we get to be for everybody. We get to be for all of the businesses, all the organizations, all the schools. We get to be for all of the people that want to help, no matter what age they are, no matter how much time they have, no matter what their interests are. We get to be for everybody, and we get to be that connecting point. Over the 25 years that the Volunteer Center has been in place, many people have been impacted by the work here, and many people have found a place to serve and a way to lead in their organization as a volunteer or as a staff person. Many kids have come through and found purpose and have gone out, and those people are all over the world, literally. So I think that our work starts here, but it ripples out in ways that none of us are really going to ever fully know. And that's okay. We don't really need to know all of that. It's just, I know that in my bones, and it's what gets me up every day, and I'm just, woohoo, I get to go do this. I get to be a part of this.
Congratulations, Volunteer Center, on 25 years. It's amazing at all of the thousands and thousands of people that you've helped, not only those that have received the help of volunteers, but the difference that you've made in those volunteers' lives and promoting volunteerism in our community. Keep it up. Great work. Can't wait for the next 25 years.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center of Lubbock. Good luck.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center of Lubbock.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center. Happy birthday, Volunteer Center.
Congratulations to the Volunteer Center of Lubbock for 25 years of service to the Lubbock community.
Happy 25th anniversary, Volunteer Center. Good job.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center. Thank you for everything you do for us.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center of Lubbock. I love you, Sharon Bass.
Happy birthday, Volunteer Center.
Happy 25th birthday, Volunteer Center